Hello and welcome to Big Scott 35 Gaming with me, Big Scott 35. The old man is telling you to get off his lawn. I think that's how I'm going to work it in for now on. Haven't made a video in a little bit. Busy with other hobbies. This hobby, weddings, family members having to go to the hospital for just small things. Nothing big, and work. Not feeling well today, so I was like, let me do something that makes me feel better and put a smile on my face, which is gaming. And so let's get to it, man. Picked up quite a bit. Didn't know I had this much, and I need to get them cataloged and put away so I don't get dupes in my Floyd box. So first, I've talked about this place that's near me called McKay's. I have two. When I go home, I usually stop by the one that's a little bit further from me, about an hour from me, but it's between me and my hometown in Virginia. If you're in North Carolina, I think they're in Tennessee as well. It's called McKay's. A lot of cool stuff. I pick up Star Wars, so I'm always looking for stormtroopers, working on that 501st company. So I pick up all kinds of different ones. Got a trooper here. So I like to pick up the loose ones. And a couple of them were a little cheaper. They actually came with guns. Usually I don't find them with guns, so I was happy with that. I also got this one complete on card. So I was happy with that. Snow Trooper. And trying to get my pops now on my phone so I don't buy dupes. One of my favorite cartoons as a child. This was probably my first stare at the TV, can't get my attention if this is on. And that was Star Blazers. Now, this is not the original. This is some of the remakes, but found these cheap at McKay's. So it was called Starship Yamamoto in Japan. They didn't think that would translate well here because of the name. So it's called Star Blazers. I think I called it Starship. Star Blazers. And this is kind of the same people went on to make like Voltron and those type of ones. So really cool. If you don't know what it is, it's a big boat. Here's a good picture of it that flies in outer space. It lands in water on planets. And you have, I think it's basically a story of 5, I think, people to fly spaceships, whatever. And they go around, and I forget who the bad guys are. It's been so long since I watched it. I have a t-shirt. People don't know what really it is, but just something I watched in the 70s. And, always is like, I'm not big into anime. Well, I think it's considered anime. And I'm trying to find an anime that I might like and open back up to it. I did pick up Ninja Gaiden 3. I don't think this is a very good one. I haven't really looked at it. It was cheap. I mean, less than $5 cheap. And I know everybody's Xbox 360. I rather have my PS3. I like the Xbox 360 too. For me, at that time period, those two consoles, I had an Xbox 360, picked up a PS3 for DVD watching. I thought everything I read, it was the best Blu-ray player and the cheapest one, even though how expensive it was. So I bought one with little memory just for DVDs, but also have a game console. But guess what? My Xbox 360 Red Ring. And that's when I really found YouTube and learned how to put in more memory into my PlayStation 3 and started playing that. And then I ended up getting Xbox 360 Star Wars Edition, which I was going to get anyway. So long story short, I'm about even on that. I think the games are very comparable. The way that systems work. I thought at that time 360 for sports was better online, and shooter games online was better on PC on PlayStation 3. But I think that's just where my friends were playing, and my two different friend groups for those things. So it's neither here. I'm not a fanboy of either one of that generation. Next is let me keep going with going there. I almost jumped ahead. And I went to two different ones, one near me, one there. So this is kind of mixed up. I picked up some Atari as well, Berserk. And I try to find them with nice labels. I love baseball. Can't tell around me. Um, Baseball is my first love. And I've been with it ever since in my whole life. Home run. So I try to pick up baseball games that I don't have. This one I didn't have home run. One of my friends did down the street. Played a lot of that, but we played this one. We burned this one up. Real Sports Baseball. I had that one for the Atari. I had Berserk as well. So when I pick up, I just look and see what I have. I do have them on my phone. What I have, I got a list of all my games. I have to add all these to them. I was a little over 700. I did pick up some Mad Cats things for my loose PlayStation Portable games, a couple of those, and then some for I believe this is for the DS or some loose DS. When I was in Virginia, I did find a store that had the Assassin's Creed. I'm trying to pick up all the versions of Assassin's Creed. I love Assassin's Creed. This is some more Yar's Revenge, Warlords. Had Warlords. I can't remember if I had Yar's Revenge, but I played a lot of it. I had Warlords because I just thought that was I remember as a kid having to get that because of the box art. If you know, you know. Box art sold the games back then because games were not very pixelated as they are now. If you're not familiar with it, geez, I think that is it for McKay's. I did go to a Goodwill next to and every once in a while you will find games in there and DVDs that I like. So I picked up Dollar Injustice and almost showed you games that I did not get from there. Where? Oh, here we go. I picked up Reckoning. Don't know anything about it. I do know about Beyond. These were $5 each, so I took a gamble. I know Beyond was a good game. One I didn't have. I picked up these as well for $1 each at the Goodwill. Man, I saw this. I love food and beverage things, so Bazooka Classic Bubble Tunes. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's something that I'll have to look into that. I've never seen that before. And this just brought back flooded memories for me. Disney, The Sword and the Stone. That's the type of Disney movies I like as a kid growing up. Let's see. So I ran around to all the GameStops. I wanted to see what the new formats were. I have 1, 2, 3, I believe, within 5 miles of me, 7 miles of me, which I think is ridiculous. So one did have vintage games out. One was almost 75% cards and figures and pops and all that stuff. I thought that was that was the one that was at the mall. The one outside the mall, that was basically the same old, not much different. But I did pick up some games, and now they've done even more with their pro. I mean, it's 10% more off buying used games, but But 10% is 10%, and I did use a $5 coupon on this one at one game at one place. So I got this one for like 15. I did not get Cyberpunk because I was waiting. I'm an old head, man. When they were sitting there, first off, my first red flag is they had to hire super talent to be on it. When they brought out Keanu Reeves at the EA, not EA, the whatever it is in Vegas. When they brought him out and everybody was like, "Oh, he's on it," that was my first red flag that there was a problem. You had to hire a big name to sell it. My second red flag was it kept pushing back the starting date when it was going to be released. When is it going to be released? They put it one time at the release date in the first quarter of the 1 year, and I knew that is just a holding spot to say it's not being released by the end of the year. And that was my second red flag. And then it came out, and I was waiting to see, and it bombed. Then he patched it, and that's a good game. But I waited. I was in limbo. I wasn't going to buy it at the high price. So I got it at $15. $20 was kind of where 2025. But I kept finding other games that I wanted to get at a cheaper price or more of it when I went and saw them. So yeah, and pulled the trigger on that. The girl was like, "Man, that's a good price." So it was like $14 something, my $5 coupon. And then I went at the one that did have my one question: what is vintage in this gaming world? They want to say PS3, Xbox. I know those games have been out a while. It's hard for me to say they're vintage. This one's kind of busted up on the package a little bit, but I picked up LA Noire because I like the Heavy Rain and stuff like that. I know I would like the story on this, so interested on this one. I know I like these Resistance games, so this is Resistance 2, $5, and then Skate. And I am a pro, so I got those at the cheaper price. I was just happy they had, games, and I was picking up some PS3 games, trying to broaden my library on there. Like I said, I really like the PS3, and it's really not a favorite over the Xbox or PS3. I just started liking the PS3 when I got the Red Ring of Death on the Xbox. It just kind of turned me off. And then when they came out with the next version of Xbox, and they were playing around with, you couldn't let people borrow or resell your games and all that, that turned me off on Xbox too. But I like Gears of War, so I tend to still. I haven't got the new Xbox. I have the Tactics game, but I don't have the new Xbox, and I don't know if I'll get it. So let's see what else. Let's go with this. I might go back and forth. It's just how it's stacked here. So one of my first games I played with some of my friends at the arcades and stuff as a kid was Gauntlet series. I really love this series. Got it for the Dreamcast. Really looks pristine. I got this at the game shop. There is a retro game here. It's called Retroid Games in Winston-Salem. If I can open a case, I'll be great. I don't know why I can't get it in the case. I don't want to break it. Is it taped? I know I looked at the game there. So I bought that. I usually have what I needed this game for collecting. I'm trying to get the North American. Didn't have Wetrick, so didn't look like I looked at the game on internet trying to see what it is. I don't know if I'm going to be a big fan of this one. I'll play it and try it out sometime. But the copies were nice. This one they didn't buff up, but this one they did. That might be why I can't get into it, man. They sealed the heck out of this thing. Am I opening it wrong? What am I doing here? I have to get into this at a later date. I'm trying to see if they put tape on it when I won't looking. It's a very small group there, and they're gamers. I mean, they love their games. Uh, Man, I look like a fool. Old guy, I'm about to throw it as a frisbee here in a minute. Uh, but yeah, so I picked up both of those. I mean, like I said, this one is minty fresh. I wish you could see the inside of it. I was really, really happy to get that. I did get, I said I'm really not buying anymore off a limited run because I live about an hour away from their retail store. So for me, I just go there, pick out the games I want. Uh, about every year they have a return damage sale, and I can go there. I picked up quite a few games this year at a very good price. But I did have this one, and it takes a while. I ordered it to get the stuff. So this is Contra Operation Galuga, which I wish I liked the other cover art better that I've been seeing. That was at, I think, PAX West. And so if they have that in their store, which a lot of times they do, I might pick that one up too. But yeah, I mean, Contra, we all know what Contra is, run and gun. Just no brainer to buy. So Walmart, went to Walmart, just going now right through my list. New version of this like the Disney version, but I like they don't have it. I did drop it when I got it home. Damaged the corner of the backing, but I just like this one. So mouse droid, the the droid that will get all your information from you. Interrogation droid is the word I was looking for. So I did buy the new Outlaw, and then went right out of town, so I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Heard mixed things. I don't know yet, but I love Star Wars. I picked up this sniper game for next to nothing just to make it $100. And then I went to Walmart the other day and picked this one up for $20. Didn't have Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, what did I have it on? I think I got it like on PS3. Is that where it came out on? It's been around for a while, but this has got the premium edition where everything is on it. So pick that up for just that reason, $20. So happy to get that. Let's see. Yeah, so again, back to McKay's. I was right. I joined a club on Facebook, and it got me into seeing other games, and I just couldn't finish them. So I haven't been really being active in that club, and I apologize. it's on me, but it got me in the Tales series, so I've been picking these up wherever I can. Tales of Zestria, Black Hawk Down. I got that for $4, I think. Delta Force, Black Hawk Down, and then Outlaw Golf. I like golf games. Outlaw Golf for the Xbox. I don't have much on the Xbox OG, so I just thought for that cheap. And I like to pick up games I want to play. So I don't just pick them up to go, oh, I just want to fill out, blah, blah, blah. It's something I wouldn't want to play. So if I see it there and I play it. I have my OG Xbox hooked up. All my systems are hooked up. Next is going to be I found a new shop in back home, Chester, Virginia. There is another shop in Clinton Heights, Virginia. If you're in that area, it's called Hot something electronics. If you know, you just look up Hot or Gaming. There's only a GameStop in the town. And I picked up this Sword of Berserk Guts Rage, which this was a little pricey, but they were lower than online, and I didn't have to pay shipping and all that stuff. So, Dreamcast, you're always looking for disc rot stuff. Book is complete, no big cracks in the case. They just had a sticker on it, which I kind of hate. So I got to get the Goo Gone out to clean that up. But yeah, so that was something I picked up. Again, working on the Dreamcast. I started with games I want to play and been playing, and now I'm going to start trying to finish games so I can do games I played and finished and stuff like that. But I got to get to playing, man. I'm starting to get the shakes. And that's other place I went to. So I have a pen. They were cool. They've been there for 3 years and didn't know it. Of course, I haven't lived in that area in over 10 years. I go back to visit quite a bit, but not always have a car available. This time, when I was there for a wedding, I had a little bit of time. So, but on the way to the wedding, I left a little early to stop by this shop. And it's called The Link to the Past. Pretty cool little shop. Again, not very big. It had some stuff other than games, but it had some systems, but they did have a lot of games, a lot of shovelware, but they had some nice games too. I was impressed. I will definitely go back to it. It's also one of my, when I was younger, great barbecue place next to it that I haven't been to in years, so I might hit that next time I go. So yeah, I really liked it, and he went and I was telling him I was looking for CIB as much as I can. I'm looking for CIB Dreamcast, and he went in the back. He said he just got some in. They needed to, get them in their system anyway. So he let me look through them, and this one I did not have. Quake 3 Arena. Now I didn't look. It says 1 to 4 players. Man, I need my cheater. Standard controller. Broadband, VGA. So you can use keypad. You can do it like a computer. I don't think you have to be online for this. So I'm hoping it still plays. Some of those games, they're online. I think back then everything should still play. Hopefully it's got a story to it. If not, it's for the collection. I know it's online multiplayer. I knew, this Quake 3 Arena. Was very big, I know, at one time when I just couldn't afford playing those types of games. So I was telling you, Tales games, they did have a couple there, and he gave me some deals. Tales of Graces and Tales of Symphonia. PS3. Again, really love the PS3. These has got the directions inside the box, so you're not going to have even though this one didn't have it. So, like I showed you, see, these has got the blink white, so those will have the manual. And when it's like this, most of the time it's no manual. I'm not a yes for the Sega. I'd rather have a manual. I'd rather have CIB. It's not necessary for me if it's a game I really wanted to play. When I was at the one in my hometown, they had the Assassin's Creed DS game that I don't have. I have the Assassin's Creed 2. I don't have it from the first game with, I think it's called Ezio, or it just might be Assassin's Creed. I forget what it's called. But there's 2 of them, which I didn't know until I started researching the second game. So I'm trying to, get those, and I really want that CIB. So, and they kind of had it priced as a CIB. They had it in line where I could get it CIB, But for me, in my other collecting, I use online to collect. It's not in my card world. eBay is the place to go, and I know I can get eBay. I know a lot of people buy eBay stuff, but I just feel like collecting in the wild for this is more fun. It gets me out and about and walking around and seeing parts of the state and country I wouldn't normally go to, because I will just look up stuff, and if it's within a 4 or 5 hour drive, I'll just take off. Just have a good day out, especially if it's a nice weekend. Um, and just ride around. I did go to one in my mom's area of Newport News. It was called Fifth and Charles, I think. That one was basically a bookstore. The games they had were just nothing spectacular, nothing to jump out. They had some collectibles that were kind of nice, but nothing. Uh, it was just nothing there. It was mainly a bookstore, a secondhand bookstore, which is fine. I collect books as well. It depends on what it is. Sports books, Star Wars, video games I like. I'm just a collector at heart, and I know it gets me. I spread my money too thin on this, and well, not too thin where I can't live, just too thin. Like, I wish I could concentrate on one thing, but it keeps me jumping around, and I have fun with it. And gains is something that I'll leave like buying and come back to and do it. And as you can see, it's a bulk, and then I'll go away from it from a few months, and I'll play, and then I'll come back to it. Right now, I can't. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been playing as much because of my card. I got stuff everywhere for cards. Trying to downsize to make room for more of my gaming stuff. So trying to redo some things. So that is it for me. Right now, I'm playing college football. Uh, Getting my butt kicked in that. I'm not as good as I was 10 years ago. Um, so trying to figure out that, and man, I am just getting my butt kicked. And that was it, and that's just by the computer. So I need to go down a level probably. Uh, I was like, I could play Heisman, and yeah, because I used to play all the time. And let's see, a little bit of Fortnite here and there, and that's about it right now. Just some quick playing. I had my Switch on a travel, and the battery died, and I had no way to recharge it. That thing died quick. I don't know. I should have took my charger with me, but I didn't want to go through disconnecting everything to take it. I have an extra charger. I can't find it. Oh well. But anyway, that's it. You know how that goes. You stuck it somewhere, put it away, and you don't know where you put it away at. That's me. So until next time, like, share, tell a friend, and I will see ya.